I am not a daughter of Priam. In the bowels of the night when the moon is weeping across the wrathful great tides, I am not a princess of Troy. The cicadas harmonizing with a forest fire, not even a priestess, and never, not even Cassandra. Tumbling in the water, stuffing bubbles back into my mouth. Tonight, I am roaming, a ravenous flame-filleted bird, and I pluck at my feathers until the skin puckers, until the pores warp and the bones grumble underneath, and my tongue smashes into the bone of my new beak, hunting for gristles stuck in the gum and the remnants of worm, little wrigglings of sugar and soil. My talons unlock from their home-woven branch, and I plummet into the air, flattened by the currents of the gods, slipping into the tormented wefts of time. I am sweeping over Priam and Hecuba, their sons, Hector and Deiphobus, but never Cassandra. No, for a storm whisks our whispers. All the secrets of the still to be said. There is an apple hurtling through the maelstrom, lifted into the arbor of the heavens, the star of the show. Whilst goddesses with hungry lips, teeth stretched like broken fingers, carving furrows into the earth. Poisonous wisdom leaking through, black and radioactive, whilst men with power crush hollow faces into the mud. And love sets fire to it all. And love sets fire to it all. The flames morphing and bellowing into the shape of her face. Hers. Always hers. Ever hers. Helen. Helen. The one that cannot be forgotten, or forgiven, or forsaken. Burning dead white like ash into the minds of men, springing war metals and leather from the dark, sucking it all into the great rolling waters of the wall and mire. And she is there. Of course. Helen is ever there. Next to Menelaus, her lottery lover, her man of wax, bending his back to build her a throne with his own lathe, and their children frolic and fester behind, playing with hammers, the eyes of different colors, the echo of their mother etched across their feature like a miniaturist forging a master. And we fly on, over the waves, all the salt-drenched stones and coral, and weeds reaching out to snatch us. But we pull up into the dominion of the warrior king, Agamemnon, and his warrior queen, Clytemnestra, her sister's paler reflection. Ever further in how far she falls short. All the right aspects, but none of the symmetry. She is beautiful in the way salt water reminds shipwrecked sailors of the swells of their mother's harbor. As Agamemnon pulls against and plummets beneath the grasp of his vow, as the children write notes, studying for when it is time for their own palms to be blistered with power, Iphigenia, Electra, and Orestes, wrapped up in their father's cloak, stumbling in the netted red of it, playing at kingship. And we glide on to Salamis, and the realm of Telamon and Hesione, sister of Priam, the prize won, the woman sold, with their sons Teucer and Ajax. All arrowheads and cut-gales, all swollen fists and sinew. And further, more, on west, ever west, Peleus, and the ghost of his wife Thetis, and their special boy, the almost invulnerable Achilles, in the light of the golden crowding fire. with Patroclus ever under the arc of his spear, the crest of his arm, the lean of his neck. Stop. Stop! Stop! Aegelus says, you can't kill your own brother! And the secret is spilled out, like scattering broken beads across miserable glass. For the shepherd never took the life he was trusted with. The bear's musk still clinging to his skin, a little bundle, a little backpack that mewled and giggled, and Aegelus brought him to his mortal fire, sweeping like a chuckling flame of discord and disarray the death of Troy and all who linger inside her. The princes call him brother now, shaking the hand of their destroyer. This boy from the fields, the crowds carry him on their shoulders like the coffin for their own graves. And I scream, do not let him in this place. Do not bring this disease of skin and pride and lust into our home, our paradise. The boy who was bought cannot save us a second time, and the boy who was lost can only damn us a final time. But they do not listen, because I am nothing but a bird, cawing into the wind, and they cannot hear the screams of their future. For my years of adoration as one of his most dedicated priestesses, Apollo gave me the gift of foresight for my decades of whispered prayers marinated in incense. And when I would not give him my body in return, Apollo spat into my mouth a desperate and decaying curse, that I would see everything that was to come and never be able to stop it. Like feathers in the wind. The only mercy left to me is the knowledge that I will be dead before it happens. I touched Paris's hand that day and I saw. The city of Troy dies tonight with the return of the shepherd's son. It just doesn't know it yet.